Bandeyam Shri Guru Shiyatha Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Sya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raganatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Harijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivishkam Vidam Cha Om Jnana Timirandasya Gnanajana Shalakaya Chakshuram Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gurva Bhistam Supurakam Gurganara Sishasambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipunam Shri Rupa Patanagam Govinda Bidam Ujwalam Varatanam Bhakjan Vidam Sundaram Mande Vishwagurun Shah Divyat Bhagavat Prem Noe Bija Pradam Devam Divyatanam Suchandavaranam Balarka Shelanshitam Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyam Buddhim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Manditam Shubharam Madeka Sharanam Nyashishwara Shidaram Vanshakopatarubyasya Kripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Patitanam Pavenibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahabaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratavishe Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. This is the Madhya-lila, chapter 17, the Lord travels to Vrindaban. So this is text number 150, and this is when Mahaprabhu has traveled from Varanashi to Prayag. Jamuna Dekiya Preme Pare Japadiya Astebhyaste Bhattacharya Uttaya Doriya. As soon as Mahaprabhu saw the river Jamuna, he threw himself into it. Balabhadra Bhattacharya hastily caught the Lord and very carefully raised him up again. Emata Tindin Prayagirohila Krishna Nama Premadiya Lokanishtarila. The Lord stayed at Prayag for 3 days. He delivered the holy name of Krishna in ecstatic love. Thus he delivered many people. Mathura Chalite Pate Jatarahijai Krishna Nam Premadiya Lokere Nachai. Wherever the Lord stopped to rest on the way to Mathura, he delivered the holy name of Krishna and ecstatic love of Krishna. Thus he made the people dance. Purvejena Dhakina Jaite Lokanishtarila Paschima Deshe Taiche Sabha Vaishnava Korila. When the Lord toured South India, he delivered many people. And when he traveled in the western sector, he similarly converted many people to Vaishnavism. Pate jahan jahan hoy chamuna darshan tahan japadiya pade premeya chetan. While the Lord was going to Mathura, he came across the river Jamuna several times, and as soon as he saw the river Jamuna, he would immediately jump in, following in conscious. When the Lord was going to Mathura, he came across the river Jamuna several times, and as soon as he saw the river Jamuna, he would immediately jump in, falling unconscious in the water in the ecstasy of love of Krishna. Mathura nikate aila Mathura dekiya dandavad hoya pare premavishta hoya. When he approached Mathura and saw the city, he immediately fell to the ground and offered obeisances with great ecstatic love. Mathura siya koila vishranti tirte snan janmastane keshavadeki korila pranam. When Mahaprabhu entered the city of Mathura, he took his bath at Vishram Ghat. He then visited the birthplace of Krishna and saw the deity named Keshavji. He offered his respectful obeisances to the deity. Keshav deity. Premanande Nachigai Sagana Hunkar, Prabhura Prema Besha Deki Loke Chamatkar. When Mahaprabhu chanted, danced, and made loud vibrations, all the people were astonished to see his ecstatic love. When Mahaprabhu chanted, danced, and made loud vibrations, all the people were astonished to see his ecstatic love. Ek viprapare Prabhu Charanadoriya, Prabhu Sange Nritya Kore Prema Vishta Hoya. One Brahmin fell at the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu and then began to dance with him in ecstatic love. Duhe preme nritya kore kolakuli, Hari Krishna kaha duhe bole bahotuli. The two of them danced in ecstatic love and embraced each other. Raising their arms, they said, "Chant the holy name of Hari and Krishna." Log Hari Hari bole, kola hola hoila, Keshava sevaka prabhu ke, Malaparala. All the people then began to chant, Hari, Hari, and there was a great uproar. The priest in Lord Keshava's service offered Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu a garland. Loke kohe prabhu deke hana vishmoy, aiche hena prema lokika kabunoi. When the people saw Mahaprabhu dancing and chanting, they were struck with wonder, and they all said, Such love is never an ordinary thing. So they're seeing that Mahaprabhu is imbued with Krishna prema, and they say, such prema is never an ordinary thing. Jaharadashane loke preme matahaya, Hasekande nachigai Krishna namalaya. The people said, simply by saying Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, everyone is mad with love of Krishna. Indeed, everyone is laughing, crying, dancing, chanting, and taking the holy name of Krishna. Sarvata nischita iho Krishna avatar, Mathura haila lokera, korite nishtar. Certainly, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in all respects the incarnation of Lord Krishna. Now he has come to Mathura to deliver everyone. Tabe Mahaprabhu se brahmane loya, tahare puchila kichu nibrite masya. After this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took the Brahman aside. Sitting in a solitary place, the Lord began to question him. Arya Shoro Tumi Brita Brahman Kahan Hoite Pile Tumi E Premadan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, you are an elderly Brahmin. You are sincere and you are advanced in spiritual life. Wherefrom have you gotten this transcendental opulence of ecstatic love for Krishna? So Mahaprabhu is asking this elderly Brahmin who's ecstatically dancing about his background. Viprakohe Shripad Sri Madhavendra Puri Brahmite Brahmite Aila Mathura Nagari. The Brahman replied, His Holiness Srila Madhavendra Puri came to the city of Mathura while he was on tour. Kripa Kore Te Homor Nilaye Aila More Sesha Kore More Hate Bika Koila. While at Mathura, Sripad Madhavendra Puri visited my house and accepted me as a disciple. He even took lunch at my home. Gopala Prakata Kori Seva Koila Mahashai Ajapia Tahara Seva Govardhane Hoy. After installing the deity of Gopal, Srila Madhavendra Puri rendered him service. That very deity is still being worshipped at Govardhan Hill. Shuni Prabhu Koilatara Charana Bandhan Mayapaya Prabhupada Padila Brahman. As soon as Mahaprabhu heard about Madhavendra Puri's relationship with the Brahman, he immediately offered obeisances at his feet. Becoming fearful, the Brahman also immediately fell at the Lord's feet. Prabhu Kohe Tumi Guru Ami Sishya Pray Guru Haya Sishye Namaskarana Jujai. Mahaprabhu said, you are on the platform of my spiritual master, and I am your disciple. Since you are my spiritual master, it is not befitting that you offer me obeisances. So Mahaprabhu is seeing that that elderly Brahmin is Guru Varga, in the sense that he's the god brother of Mahaprabhu's guru. Mahaprabhu's guru is Ishwara Puri, who's a disciple of Madhavendra Puri. That Brahmin had taken initiation from Madhavendra Puri, therefore you could say he's the god brother of Mahaprabhu's spiritual master. So Mahaprabhu's offering him obeisances. Shunya Vishmita Vipra Kohe Baya Baya Aichebat Kahakene Sannyasi Hoya. Upon hearing this, the Brahmin became afraid. He then said, "Why do you speak like this? You are a sannyasi. Kintu tomar premadeki mane anumani Madhavendra Purer Sambandha Darajani." Upon seeing your ecstatic love, I can just imagine that you must have some relationship with Madhavendra Puri. This is my understanding. So Mahaprabhu immediately was asking that Brahmin where he had got, how he was showing this Krishna Prema, who was he connected with, and then he said that he was a disciple of Madhavendra Puri. But now the Brahmin is asking to Mahaprabhu, upon seeing your ecstatic love, I can just imagine you must have some relationship with Madhavendra Puri. This is my understanding. Krishna Prema Taha Jaha Tahara Sambandha Taha Bina E Primara Kaha Nahi Ganda. This kind of ecstatic love can be experienced only when one has a relationship with Madhavendra Puri. Without him, even a scent of such transcendental ecstatic love is impossible. So now the Brahmin is asking Mahaprabhu, you also, I can tell by your ecstatic love that you also have a relationship with Madhavendra Puri. Tabe Bhattacharya Tare Sambandha Kahila Shunyanandita Vipra Nachite Lagila. Balabhadra Bhattacharya then explained the relationship between Madhavendra Puri and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. After hearing this, the Brahmin became very pleased and began to dance. Tabe Vipra Prabhure Loya Aila Nijagare Apana Ichaya Prabhur Nana Seva Kore. The Brahmin then took Mahaprabhu to his home and out of his own free will began to serve the Lord in various ways. Bikalage Bhattacharya Korala Randan Tabe Mahaprabhu Hasi Bolila Bhajan. He asked Balabhadra Bhattacharya to cook Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lunch. At that time the Lord, smiling, spoke as follows. Purigosai Tomar Gare Karaya Chena Bikka More Tumi Bikka Deho Emura Shikka. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Madhavendra Puri has already taken lunch at your place. Therefore, you may cook and give me the food. That is my instruction. Yad yada charati shrestas tattad eveta rojana sayat pramanam kurute lokastad anuvartate. Whatever action a great man performs, common men follow. Whatever standards he sets by exemplary acts, all the world pursues. Jajapi Sanodiya hoy Saita Brahman Sanodiya Gare Sannyasi na Kore Mojan. The Brahman belonged to the Sanodiya Brahman community, and a sannyasi does not accept food from such a Brahman. In northwestern India, Vaishyas are divided into various subdivisions. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur points out that they are divided as Agarwal, Kalawara, and Sanwada. Out of them, the Agarwals are said to be first-class Vaishyas, and the Kalawaras and Sanwadas are considered lower due to their occupational degradation. The Kalawaras generally take wine and other intoxicants. Although they are Vaishyas, they are considered to belong to a lower class. The priests who guide the Kalawaras and the Sanwadas are called Sanodiya Brahmins. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur states that the word Sanodiya in Bengal indicates Suvarnavanik, In Bengal, there are priests who guide the Suvarnavanic community, which is also considered a low class. There is little difference between the Sanwadas and the Suvarnavaniks. Generally, the Suvarnavaniks are bankers dealing in gold and silver. In Western India, the Agarwalas also belong to the banking profession. This is the original business of the Suvarnavanik of the Agarwal community. The Agarwalas community, pardon. This is historically the Agarwalas came from the upcountry named Ayodhya. And the Suvarnavanik community also came from Ayodhya. It therefore appears that the Suvarnavaniks and the Agarwalas belong to the same community. The Sanodiya Brahmins were the guides of the Kalawaras and Sanwadas. They are therefore considered to be lower class Brahmins, and a sannyasi is not allowed to take alms or food from them. However, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted lunch cooked by a Sanodiya Brahmin simply because he belonged to Madhavendra Puri's community. Srila Madhavendra Puri was the spiritual master of Ishwara Puri, who was the spiritual master of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Thus, a spiritual relationship is established on the spiritual platform without consideration of material inferiority or superiority. So that person, he is a Sanodiya Brahmin, he is considered to be a lower class Brahmin, and generally sannyasis wouldn't eat at his house. But Madhavendra Puri, seeing his devotion and seeing that he was at heart a devotee of the Lord, accepted him as a disciple and ate at his house. So it shows that Madhavendra Puri is not considering all these different differentiations based on who is the Brahmin of a fallen community, etc. So that Mahaprabhu took his meal at that Sanodiya Brahmin's house. Tatapi puri deki tara Vaishnavachar sishya kore tara bhikka koila angikar. Although the Brahmin belonged to the Sanodiya community, Srila Madhavendra Puri had seen that he behaved like a Vaishnava and had therefore accepted him as his disciple. The food he had cooked had also been accepted by Madhavendra Puri. Mahaprabhu tare chari bhikka magila Donya kore se vipra kohite lagila. Therefore Mahaprabhu willingly requested food from the Brahmin, and the Brahmin, feeling natural humility, began to speak as follows. Tomare bhikkadiva bora bhagya seyamar tumi ishwaranahi tomar bidi vyabahar. It is a great fortune for me to offer you food. You are the Supreme Lord, and being in the transcendental position, you are not restricted in any way. Murkalog haribeka tomara nindan sahitena parimu se dushtera vachan. Foolish people will blaspheme you, but I shall not tolerate the words of such mischievous people. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur remarks that although the Brahmin did not belong to a superior community, he fearlessly chastised so-called caste Brahmins because he was situated on the platform of pure devotional service. There are people who are opposed to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's accepting a Vaishnava belonging to a lower caste. Such people do not consider Mahaprasadam transcendental, and therefore they are described here as Murka, foolish, and Dushta, mischievous. A pure devotee has the power to challenge such high caste people, and his brave statements are not to be considered proud or puffed up. On the contrary, he is to be considered straightforward. Such a person does not like to flatter high class Brahmins who belong to the non-Vaishnav community. Prabhu ko hai shruti smriti jata rishigan Sabe ek mata nahe bina bina dharma. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, the Vedas, Puranas, and great learned sages are not always in agreement with one another. Consequently, there are different religious principles. Dharma stapana hetu sadara bhyabhar purigosar jay acharana se dharma sar. A devotee's behavior establishes the true purpose of religious principles. The behavior of Madhavendra Puri is the essence of such religious principles. Tarko pratishta shrutayo vibhina nashavrashir yasha matam nabinam dharmasya tattvam nihitham guhayam mahajano yena gatha sapanta. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, dry arguments are inconclusive. A great personality whose opinion does not differ from others is not considered a great sage. Simply by studying the Vedas, which are variegated, one cannot come to the right path by which religious principles are understood. The solid truth of religious principles is hidden in the heart of an unadulterated, self-realized person. Consequently, as the Shastras confirm, one should accept whatever progressive path the Mahajans advocate. So, every sage will have a different opinion. So here is saying that one has to follow the Mahajans, those who are conclusive or who are recognized authorities, the Mahajans. Tabi se vipra prabhu ke bhikka koraila madhupurer lok sab prabhu ke dekite aila. After this discussion, the Brahman served lunch to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then all the people residing in Mathura came to see the Lord. Laka sankhya lok aishe nahika ganan bahir hoya prabhu dila darashan. People came by the hundreds of thousands and no one could count them. Therefore Mahaprabhu came out of the house to give audience to the people. Bahutuli bole Prabhu haribo dwani premimata nache lok hari hari dwani. When the people assembled, Mahaprabhu raised his arms and said very loudly, Haribo! The people responded to the Lord and became ecstatic. As if mad, they began to dance and to vibrate the transcendental sound. Hari. Jamunara Chabishkate Prabhu Koilasnan Sevipra Prabhu Ke Dekaya Tirtastan. Mahaprabhu bathed in the 24 ghats along the banks of the Jamuna, and the Brahman showed him all the places of pilgrimage. So the 24 ghats, bathing places along the Jamuna are Avimukta, Adiruda, Guya Tirtha, Prayag Tirtha, Kanakala Tirtha, Tinduka, Surya Tirtha, Mataswami, Dhruva Ghat, Rishi Tirtha, Mokha Tirtha, Bodha Tirtha, Gokarna, Krishna Ganga, Vaikunta, Asikunda, Chatu Samudrika Kupa, Akrura Tirtha, Yagika Viprastan, Kubja Kupa, Rangasthala, Manchasthala, Malayudastan, and Dashavameda. So these are the 24 ghats along the banks of the Jamuna, and the Brahmin showed him all the places of pilgrimages. This is in Mathura, Vrindaban. Swayambhuva Vishrama Dirga Vishnu Bhuteshwar Mahavidya Gokarnadi Jakila Vistar. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited all the holy places on the banks of the Jamuna, including Swayambhu, Vishram Ghat, Dirga Vishnu, Bhuteshwar, Mahavidya, and Gokarna. Banadeki bare jari Prabhuram manahoila. Seta Brahmane Prabhu Sangete Loila. When Mahaprabhu wanted to see the various forests of Vrindaban, he took the Brahman with him. Madhuvan Talak Kumura Bahulavanagela Tahan Tahan Snan Kori Premavishta Hoila. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited the different forests, including Madhuvan, Talavan, Kumuravan, and Bahulavan. Wherever he went, he took his bath with great ecstatic love. The word Vana means forest. Vrindaban is the name given to the forest where Srimati Brinda Devi, Tulasi Devi, grows profusely. Actually, it is not a forest as we ordinarily consider a forest, because it is very thick with green vegetation. There are 12 such vanas in Vrindaban. Some are located on the western side of the Jamuna and others are on the eastern side. The forests situated on the eastern side are Bhadravan, Bilvavan, Lohavan, Mandiravan, and Mahavan. On the western side are Madhuvan, Talavan, Kumuravan, Bahulavan, Kamyavan, Kadiravan, and Vrindaban. These are the 12 forests of the Vrindaban area. Pate Gabi Gata Chare Prabhu Re Dekiya Prabhu ke Badaya She Hunkara Korea. Well, when Mahaprabhu passed through Vrindaban, herds of grazing cows saw him pass and immediately surrounding him began to move very loudly. Gabideki stabda Prabhu Premara Tarange Vatsalye Gabe Prabhur Chate Saba Ange. Seeing the herds approach him, the Lord was stunned with ecstatic love. The cows then began to lick his body out of great affection. Shushtahoya Prabhu Kore Anga Kandujan Prabhu Sange Chale Nahi Chade Denugan. Becoming pacified, Mahaprabhu began to caress the cows, and the cows, being unable to give up his company, went with him. Kaste Shrishti Denusa Rakila Goyala Prabhu Kanta Dhwani Shuni Aishe Mrigipala. It was only with great difficulty that the cowherd men were able to keep the cows back. Then, when the Lord chanted, all the deer heard his sweet voice and approached him. Mrigam Mrigi Mukadeki Prabhu Angachate Bayanahe Kore Sange Jai Bate Bate. When the does and bucks came and sought the Lord's face, they began to lick his body. When the does and bucks came and saw the Lord's face, they began to lick his body. Not being at all afraid of him, they accompanied him along the path. Shuka Pika Bringa Prabhure Deki Panchamagai Shikigana Nritya Kore Prabhu Agejai. Bumblebees and birds like the parrot and cuckoo all began to dance loudly on the fifth note, and the peacocks began to dance in front of the Lord. Prabhu Deki Brindavaner Brika Latagane Ankura Pulaka Madhu Ashru Varishane. Upon seeing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the trees and creepers of Vrindaban became jubilant. Their twigs stood up and they began to shed tears of ecstasy in the form of honey. Fulafala Bari Dala Pare Prabhupai Bandhu Deki Bandhu Jena Beta Loyajai. The tree branches and creepers, overloaded with fruits and flowers, fell down at the lotus feet of the Lord, and greeted him with various presentations as if they were friends. Prabhu deki Vrindabaner stavara jangama anandita bandhu jena deke bandhu gana. Thus all the moving and non-moving living entities of Vrindaban became very jubilant to see the Lord. It was as if friends were made happy by seeing another friend. Tasabar pritideki Prabhu Bhavabeshe Sabasane Kridakore Hana Tara Tarabase. Seeing their affection, the Lord was moved by ecstatic love. He began to sport with them exactly as a friend sports with his friends. Thus he voluntarily came under the control of his friends. Pratibrikalata Prabhu Korana Alingan Pushpade Jane Koran Krishna Samarpan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to embrace each and every tree and creeper, and they began to offer their fruits and flowers as if in meditation. Ashukampa Pulaka Preme Sharira Astire Krishna Bol Bole Uchaishware. The Lord's body was restless and tears trembling the Lord's body was restless and tears trembling and jubilation were manifest. He said very loudly, Krishna Bol, chant Krishna, chant Krishna. Stavara Jangamam Mili Kore Krishna Dwani Prabhura Gambira Shware Jena Pratidwani. By all moving and non-moving creatures then began to vibrate the transcendental sound of Hare Krishna as if they were echoing the deep sound of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mrigere Galadari Prabhu Korana Rodane Mrigere Pulaka Ange Ashunayane. The Lord then clasped the necks of the deer and began to cry. There was jubilation manifest in the bodies of the deer, and tears were in their eyes. Rikadale Shukashare Diladarshan Tahadeki Prabhura Kichush Shunite Hoilaman. When a male and female parrot appeared on the branches of a tree, the Lord saw them and wanted to hear them speak. Shuka Sharika Prabhur Hate Udipade Prabhuke Shunaya Krishna Gunashlokapade. Both parrots flew onto the hand of the Lord and began to chant the transcendental qualities of Krishna, and the Lord listened to them. Sondaryam Lalanali Darya Dolanam Lila Rama Stambini Viryam Kandu Kitadri Varyam Amala Pare Parardanguna Shilam Sarva Jananu Ranjanam Aho Yashayam Asmat Prabhur Vishvam Vishwajanina Kirtir Avatat Krishna Jagan Mohana. The male parrot sang, "The glorification of Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God, it is beneficial to everyone in the universe, is beneficial to everyone in the universe. His beauty is victorious over the gopis of Vrindaban, and it subdues their patience. His pastimes astound the goddess of fortune, and his bodily strength turns Govardhan Hill into a small toy like a ball. His spotless qualities are unlimited, and his behavior satisfies everyone. Lord Krishna is attractive to everyone. Oh, may our Lord maintain the whole universe." Shuka Muke Shunitabe Krishnara Varnan Sharika Padaye Tabe Randika Varnan. After hearing the descriptions of Lord Krishna from the male parrot, the female parrot began to recite a description of Srimati Radharani. Shiradikaya Priyatasu Rupata Shri Radhikaya Priyatasa Rupata Sushilata Nartana Gana Chaturi Gunali Sampat Kavita Charajate Jaganmana Mohana Chitta Mohini. The female parrot said, Srimati Radharani's attention, her exquisite behavior and the female parrot said, Srimati Radharani's affection, her exquisite beauty and good behavior, her artistic dancing and chanting, and her poetic compositions are all so attractive that they attract the mind of Krishna, who attracts the mind of everyone in the universe. Punashuka Kohe Krishna Madana Mohan Tabiara Lokashuka Korila Patan. Thereafter, the male parrot said, Krishna is the enchanter of the mind of Cupid. He then began to recite another verse. Vamshidware Jagannari Chitta Hari Vamshidare Jagannari Chitta Hari Sharike Vihari Gopa Nari Bir Jian Madana Mohana. The male parrot then said, My dear Shari, female parrot, Sri Krishna carries a flute and enchants the hearts of all women throughout the universe. He is specifically the enjoyer of the beautiful gopis, and he is the enchanter of Cupid also. Let him be glorified. Punashari Kohe Shuke Kore Parihas. Punashari Kohe Shuke Kore Parihasa. Puna Shari Kohe Shuke Kore Parihas. Tahashuni Prabhur Hoila Vishmoya Premolas. Then the female parrot began to speak jokingly to the male parrot, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was struck with wonderful ecstatic love to hear her speak. Radha Sange Jarad Bhati Tara Marana Mohana Anyata Vishwa Mohopi Swayam Marana Mohita. The female parrot said, when Lord Sri Krishna is with Radharani, he is the enchanter of Cupid. Otherwise, when he is alone, he himself is enchanted by erotic feelings, even though he enchants the whole universe. Shukashari Udipuna Gela Brikadale Maya Rera Nritya Prabhu Deke Kutahale. Shukashari Utipuna Gela Brikadale Mayorera Nritya Prabhu Deke Kutuhale. Both parrots then flew onto a tree branch, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to watch the dancing of the peacocks with curiosity. Mayorera Katadeke Prabhura Krishna Smriti Hoila Premaveshe Mahaprabhu Bhumete Parila. When the Lord saw the bluish marks of the peacocks, his remembrance of Krishna immediately awakened, and he fell to the ground in ecstatic love. Prabhure Murchita Deki Seta Brahman Bhattacharya Sange Kore Prabhura Santarpan. When the Brahman saw that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was unconscious, he and Balabhadra Bhattacharya took care of him. Astebhyaste Mahaprabhur Loya Bahirvas Jala Sheka Koryange Vastrera Vatash. They hastily sprinkled water over the Lord's body. Then they took up his outer cloth and began to fan him with it. Prabhu Karne Krishnanam Kohe Uchakori Chaitanya Paya Prabhu Jana Garagari. They then began to chant the holy name of Krishna into the Lord's ear. When the Lord regained consciousness, he began rolling on the ground. Kandaka Durga Babane Anga Kata Hoila Bhattacharya Kole Kori Prabhure Shushta Koila. when the Lord rolled on the ground, sharp thorns injured his body. Taking him in his arms, Balabhadra Bhattacharya pacified him. Krishna Beshe Prabhu Preme Garagaraman Bo Kori Uti Korananartan. The mind of Mahaprabhu wandered in ecstatic love of Krishna. He immediately stood up and said, "Chant, chant." Then he himself began to dance. Bhattacharya se Vipra Krishna Namagiya Nachite Nachite Pate Prabhu Chalijai. Being thus ordered by the Lord, both Balabhadra Bhattacharya and the Brahman began to chant the holy name of Krishna. Then the Lord, dancing and dancing, proceeded along the path. Prabhur Premavesha Deki Brahmana Bishmita Prabhur Rakalagi Vipra Hoila Chintila. Prabhur Premavesha Deki Brahmana Bishmita Prabhura Rakalage Vipra Hoila Chintita. The Brahman was astonished to see the symptoms of ecstatic love exhibited by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He then became anxious to give the Lord protection. Nila Chala Chila Jaiche Premaveshaman Vrindaban Jaite Pate Hoila Shatagun. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mind was absorbed in ecstatic love at Jagannath Puri, but when he passed along the road on the way to Vrindaban, that love increased 100 times. Sahasragun Prema Bore Mathura Darshane Lakaguna Prema Bore Brahmana Jabebane. The Lord's ecstatic love increased 1,000 times when he visited Mathura, but it increased 100,000 times when he wandered in the forest of Vrindaban. Anya Desha Prema Uchale Vrindavana Name Sakat Brahmaye Ebe Se Vrindavane Preme Garagara Man Ratri Divase Snana Bhikshadi Nirvaha Korana Abhyase. Prema Garagara Man Ratri Divase Snana Bhikshadi Nirvaha Korana Abhyase. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was elsewhere, the very name of Vrindaban was sufficient to increase his ecstatic love. Now, when he was actually traveling in the Vrindaban forest, his mind was absorbed in great ecstatic love. Day and night, he ate and bathed simply out of habit. E mata prema jabat ramila baraban ikatra likilun sarvatra najai varnan. Thus I have written a description of the ecstatic love Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifested in one of the places he visited while walking through the 12 forests of Vrindaban. To describe what he experienced else everywhere would be impossible. Vrindabane hoila prabhur jateka premera vikar kote grante ananta likain tahara vishtar. Lord Ananta writes millions of books elaborately describing the transformations of ecstatic love experienced by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Vrindaban. Tabu likibare nare thara ekkan udesha korite kore digdarashan. Since Lord Ananta himself cannot describe even a fragment of these pastimes, I am simply pointing out the direction. Jagat Bashila Chaitanya Lilara Patare Jarajata Shakti Tata Patare Santare. The whole world became merged in the inundation of the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. One can swim in that water to the extent that one has the strength. Shri Rupa Raghunath Parijara As Chaitanya Charitamrita Kohe Krishna Das. Praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I, Krishna Das, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita following in their footsteps. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya-lila, 17th chapter, describing the Lord's traveling to Vrindaban. Hari Haray Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama Hari Haray Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Gopal Ram Shiva Gopal Ram Hare Gopinath Namo Hare Gopinath Namo Shri Chaitanya Shri Advaita Chandra Shri Chaitanya Shri Advaita Chandra Gananatha Shiva Sari Gaura Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhari Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishordas Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunashi Jiva Gopal Bhattadasha Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Primsigo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Shri Gaurabhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Vrindaban Das Thakur Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavad Ki Jai. Narottam Srinivas Shyamananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vishvavarenya Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmalacharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Madhacharya Vrinda Ki Jai. Sri Navadip Dham Ki Jai. Sri Dham Mayapur Ki Jai. Saparshada Sri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Saparshada Sri Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. Sri Koladvip Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat Ki Jai. Sokel Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Sevashram Ki Jai. Ganga Devi Ki Jai. Tulasi Madharani Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Sri Vrindaban Dham Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Govardhan Shyam Kunda Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Ju Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.
Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Pavan Janardhan Maharaj Ki Jai.